Okay,
We'll figure it out.
Cheers, everybody! Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze. And as promised, Alex is going to join us for a tasting, and we're excited about this. So when you were here and we did that episode on your weight loss, we were drinking the Smokehouse Rye.
Yes, the smoke wagon.
Smoke wagon.
Yeah, it was right on the shelf. It was staring at me. It was making those eyes that said, "Come get me."
Yes.
And I was more than happy to oblige.
Yes, and I thought, well, hey, let's do a review of this because I haven't done that, and it blew our socks off. So
it did much more than expected for a non-age stated rye. I don't think we had massively high expectations, and a little shocked about what we got on the nose and the palate.
Yeah. So this is the Smokehouse. Why do I keep saying?
We can edit that out.
This is the Smoke Wagon straight bottled and bond straight rye whiskey. They do have a 9-year, but this is just their non-age statement rye. It is 51% rye and 49% corn. So
it's a bourbon drinker's rye.
Yeah, just 1% away. So.
Yeah.
And the cost on it is rather hefty. It's about $80 a bottle.
Is it really?
I got this in a different state, a little bit cheaper, but here in Texas and most places, it's about $80 if you can find it. And Smoke Wagon can be hard to find.
It can be, yeah. I think the straight bourbon and the small batch. I think if you know a guy, you can normally get one. Uncut, you've got to know a guy, and he's got to owe you a favor if you're going to be
the magical one, the uncut, unfiltered one is even.
Yeah, and some of the limited edition stuff, the private labels, all of that.
Apparently the 9-year, because I've never even heard of them.
Yeah.
So at $80, this is going to be a 1 barrel on cost. If you can find it, it might be unattainable for you.
Maybe, but we're going to let you know how good it is anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so awesome color. On aroma, it's got first of all, it's got that rye spiciness. So I don't think you would ever really not know this is a rye whiskey.
Right. It comes off very, very upfront about the rye, but not so much that you're thinking this is going to be a spice bomb.
Right. It's not a alcohol spice bomb.
No.
It's a nice, sweet, kind of light peppery rye. But it also has, like you said, a bourbon-esque aroma to it. It's got some spearmint or mint to it.
Definitely get the mint if you... we talked earlier about the palate on it, and we'll get it to that in a moment. But the... like when you peel a green apple and you get some of the oil from the peel, I think that sums up nicely some of the nose.
I think I'm getting also a little bit of like an apricot, like a stone fruit.
Yeah, I can totally see that. Kind of a medium palate, not overpowering. Given the proof, that's probably not surprising. It's not going to hit you like a hazmat.
I think it's a really nice, what did I say the proof was?
Should be 100?
100 proof, yeah. So it's a really nice, complex flavor that's not too spicy.
Yep.
So you don't have that up front or back end. I mean, there's hardly any bite to this at all.
Yeah, none at all. And I think it would be, this would be a really nice, good whiskey to get someone who's really only a bourbon drinker, and if you want to get them into rye, this would be perfect. This is a fantastic gateway drug.
Yes, I agree. And it's a high proof 50 or 100%.
Yeah,
but it's dangerous because you're not getting that, and I think you could drink quite a bit of this.
And you get some level of oil on the mouthfeel, but a little bit. I don't think the finish is probably the one point where it maybe doesn't last as long as you would want it to. If this was 115, 120, I think you would get that. You'd get that carry. You'd take a sip. You'd wait a minute, and you're like, I can still taste it. This is going to hang around, but
it does have a little funky aftertaste to it, but not bad.
No, not at all.
I think that I prefer everything straight, and I would definitely do this. But this might make a really good, like a Sazerac or even rye old fashioned.
Something where you don't necessarily need it to punch really hard through a lot of other flavors.
At $80 though, I don't think I would waste it in a cocktail.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So, other than the price point at $80, which is, and the availability.
Yes.
This is a really solid rye. I think the flavor and the aroma are really in that 4 range out of 5.
I think so.
It's really good. The bite, there's no real bite. There's that little funky aftertaste, but I think this is a very solid 4 to 4.5 barrel out of 5. And I would choose to do the 5 because that price is dropping it
a barrel.
Bit. Yeah. So I think this is a 4.5. And Cody's here in the audience and he's agreeing, which is amazing because he usually disagrees with me.
Happens every now and then.
But tell us what you think. Make sure you leave those comments in the comment section about what you think of this rye. Have you tried the 9-year? I'd really like to know your opinion. What's your favorite smoke wagon? I think, I've had quite a few, and I think this is probably my favorite so far.
Absolutely.
But let us know. And remember to check out all of our other offerings. I do want you to look at the episode where we interviewed him on his weight loss program with whiskey. Excellent. I can kind of vouch for it. Not that I went through your program, but
we've talked philosophies and Sam's experiences and my philosophies. They overlap really well. So I would love for you guys to check out that episode. I'm sure Sam will link it on screen. Maybe it's here or here. Maybe it's in a comment. But please check it out. It's a great episode. We talk a little bit about philosophy, a little bit about how to actually do the whole whiskey and weight loss thing, and where you can find out more information if that's something you're interested in.
All right, guys. So have a great day. And remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. And this is great whiskey.
Indeed.
Cheers.
Man.